What's going on, guys? It's Latronus, and today I'm going to bring you a very quick video that is going to be very helpful if you are a very low level Templar healer. This is for like a level 20 Templar. If you're below that level, you can still achieve all of these skills since they unlock so freaking early in the skill lines. You can probably unlock all of them by level 15, I would say. Possibly earlier than that, but probably around level 15 to 20 is when you want to start doing dungeons and group content and stuff like that. So this is very viable for all normal group dungeons. You don't need any armor sets. It does not matter what race you are. And I didn't even run a Mundo Stone, and I didn't even run food. I didn't run potions. This is a very, very bare bones build. I don't even want to call this a build. This is basically just 4 skills and an ultimate that allow you to heal all of the normal dungeons you could want to heal. I healed through Imperial City, which is considered to be one of the hardest dungeons to heal through. I'll show like a little clip of us fighting the final boss, and maybe while I'm talking I'll throw some other clips of us going through that dungeon. We did die a few times on the way to the end, but in the end, it was completed. We had a level 17 guy with us, and then we had a champ 106 with us and a champ 228 or something like that with us. So we had a pretty decent team with us. The tank was really good. So as long as you have a decent team with you that can keep the mobs off you, all of these skills are going to be amazing, and they're going to allow you to heal any normal dungeon, any of like public dungeons you should be fine in, any small group content like delves or anything like that, you should be completely fine to heal very effectively in. The only thing I would say that you need to do is put all of your skill points into Magicka. It'll just help your Magicka pool a little bit. And then I'll show you guys, this is the exact armor I just ran in the Imperial City dungeon I did, which is just training armor, doesn't have any enchantments on it at all. And then, but I do have a 3-item set of Withered Hand, which is Magicka Recovery and Maximum Magicka. I just got this from doing dolmens from leveling this guy up, but honestly, you don't even need that. Alright guys, we're going to get right into the skills for this build. They are very, very simple skills, easy skills to unlock. First off, we have Breath of Life, which is in Restoring Light skill line. Is the first one you unlock. Spam this when your guys get low health. It'll bring them up to max health super, super fast, super easy. It does cost a lot, so I refrain from using it unless all of your guys are really low health. Next up, from the Restoration Staff skill line, we have Healing Springs, the very first ability you unlock. This is the morph of that, which I recommend this morph. I recommend all the morphs you're going to see here. But basically, you just put it down. It's a 3-second overtime heal. You should have this up as much as you possibly can have it up. Amazing overtime heal, and it returns Magicka when you put it down, depending on how weak the targets are and how much it heals on the initial heal. And then next up we have Ritual of Rebirth, which is going to be one of your main heals, which it does take a 1.5 seconds to cast it, but it costs a lot less Magicka than the Breath of Life costs. So if you have some time to heal, if you know their health is just going down slowly, you can do Ritual of Rebirth, and that'll allow you to get them some good heals. It does take 1.5 seconds. If they're really, really weak, always use Breath of Life as long as you have the Magicka for it. If you don't, then Ritual Rebirth is what you're gonna want to hit, but they might die in that time period. So yeah, if they're low health, Breath of Life. If they're decent health, Ritual Rebirth, because then by the time they get to kind of red zone health, then it'll pop and they'll be back to full, and you'll be great and grand and keep on moving on. Next up, we have Puncturing Strikes. With this 4th skill is you can put anything here. I just put Puncturing Strikes there for a little bit more damage, but Adric Spear, you could put Piercing Javelin in there, you could put Focus Charge, Dawn's Wrath, you could put Backlash in there, you could literally put any other skill in this 4th slot. It doesn't matter, it's a variable slot. I did Puncturing Strikes because it heals you a little bit, and it deals some good damage, or at least some decent damage, and I barely even use it because at this low level, you're basically going to be focusing on healing 80-85% of the time. Even trash mobs, sometimes you have to focus on healing depending on how high level your group is and stuff like that. And then the final ability we have is Rapid Regeneration, which you're going to want to have up 100% of the time. This you could probably have up like 70% of the time. You want to have Healing Springs up as much as possible, but you don't have to have it up all the time. Rapid Regeneration is when you want to have up 100% of the time. It gives something like, I did the math, it's like 567 health per second for 16.5 seconds. Amazing ability, have it up all the time. This combined with Healing Springs makes it so everybody is consistently healing up a good amount of health, which gives you some extra time to pop Ritual of Rebirth if they're constantly healing, or if they get blasted down really fast, they have these constant heals to help their health bob at the bottom a little bit while you either regen for Breath of Life or just pop Breath of Life. And then finally we have the Practice Incantation, which is the Restoring Light ultimate. Amazing ultimate. Anytime you're in like really big trouble, you're out of magicka, everyone's health is flying down, hit Practice Incantation, basically makes you invincible. Like I've had people deal so much damage to me while I'm channeling this and they can't kill you. It is possible to die, but it's very unlikely that you will die, and it gives all of your teammates 4,118 health every 1 second for 6 seconds. Amazing ability. Practice Incantation is definitely the morph you want to go for. It makes the duration a little bit longer, so basically just makes it so you heal them more, and the longer the duration the better, because it gives you a chance to regen that magicka. So by the time it's done, you have enough magicka to throw back down Healing Springs or Rapid Regeneration, or maybe a Breath of Life in there if still a lot of damage is happening. And that's just going to sum up, I was going to call it a build, but it's not even a build. It's going to sum up your skill bar. If you guys want to run some sort of like armor or something, look into the Spell Power Cure set. I'm looking into the Worm's Cult set, or if you want like a crafted armor set, you could also look into the Armor of the Seducer set. Those are all amazing sets for magicka recovery, cost reduction. Basically, they're just really good healer sets. A lot of healers run. And that is going to conclude the video, basically. You can go into whatever passives you want. I recommend going into a lot of the Restoring Light passives and a lot of the Restoration Staff passives. This one, Cycle of Life, is very important, and you should definitely, as soon as it unlocks, grab Cycle of Life. I'm going to level up one more time right here. Restores an additional 30% magicka when you complete a heavy attack. So important. Every time between your casts, you're going to want to hit a heavy attack to regen yourself a good amount of magicka if you have 2 out of 2 on here. Or else you're going to run out of magicka so fast, and you're not going to be able to effectively heal these normal dungeons or normal like public dungeons or small group content, stuff like that. Without doing heavy attacks, you're not going to be able to do it unless you have like some really good sets you're running or something. But even then, you're going to want to heavy attack in between all of your healing. Anytime there's an opening, heavy attack to get your magicka all the way back up, so you can start healing and stuff again. So that's going to conclude the build. Here's a quick look at my back bar: Sunfire, Puncturing Strikes, and then all these 3 are the first 3 Destruction Staff skills. It doesn't really matter. Then I have Nova on here. Really doesn't matter what your back bar is, because you're going to be on your front bar 95% of the time if you're doing normal dungeons at a low level like I'm doing. So that's going to conclude the build. Or not the build, that's going to conclude whatever this is. These skills right here. Templar healing is so freaking easy. Even like end game healing with the Templar is very easy, as long as you get a good rotation down and you have decent armor and stuff like that. So at the end game level, we're going to be making some PvP builds with this guy, some PvE builds with this guy. I'm hoping to have this guy ready by the 14th so we can run the brand new dungeons that are coming out to Elder Scrolls Online in the Horns of the Reach DLC. And I'll probably post videos of me running through all of those. Even if he is still like, level 40 or something, we'll probably run through the normal one on this guy, and then we'll switch over to my Warden healer and heal through the veteran ones on the Warden. Regardless, look forward to those dungeons on the 14th. I think they're going to be a lot of fun. This is the very first video of the day. I'm probably going to have one up sometime later in this day too. Hopefully you guys who are looking for a very low level healer build found this helpful. It's very easy build to play as. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead, drop a thumbs up. It really does help me out a lot. If you want to see some more Elder Scrolls Online content, go ahead, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.
Race, oh wow, I'm trapping on the way down. I'm grinding on like the holy rail, and now hit the slows and go ham. Pray, oh no, I cannot take this slow. I'm grinding on like the holy rail, and now hit the slows and go crawl. Yeah, race, oh wow, I'm trapping on the way down. I'm grinding on like the holy rail, and now hit the slows and go ham. Yeah.